Good afternoon, Dr. Devarajan.
Good afternoon, Rupa. Good afternoon.
Good
afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
We also have the speaker, Shwetha. Shwetha, is it good to go? Can we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce, we welcome you all to be part of the success story of the journey towards sustainability and marching towards net zero carbon emission. This is the success story of INDO-MIM, presented by Ms. Shwetha, who is the Environment and Sustainability Lead at INDO-MIM. Thank you very much, Shwetha, for accepting the invitation to share the success story of your organization. The session is organized under the aegis of ESG Expert Committee, led by Mr. B.R. Vishwas, who is the Managing Director of Vishwas Group of Companies, co-chaired by Mr. Rajesh, Country Environment and Sustainability Manager, ABB India Limited. Thank you very much, Dr. Devarajan, who is the Senior Vice President of our chamber, for being part of the session, sir. Welcome, sir. We also welcome all the participants for making it convenient to participate at this session. The chamber acknowledges the support of our member organizations who have been rendering their support to all the activities of the chamber: Bueller, Fundermax, MTR, IAMPL, SDMIMD, Sona Group of Companies, TVS Motor, Vishwas Group, and Wipro. I'd like to briefly introduce Ms. Shwetha here. She has a baccalaureate in environmental engineering, and she is presently leading the ESG and sustainability initiatives at INDO-MIM. She has the proven results of scope 1, 2, 3 CO2 emission cases, and she has a passion in implementing all 17 UN SDGs for sustainable future. And INDO-MIM is committed to ensure sustainable development by implementing 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals in all its business operations and all stakeholders at large. INDO-MIM shares its sustainability journey for the benefits of industries at large, and I welcome you all for this session. Now over to you, Shwetha. Please take it over from here.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope you all are able to see the presentation.
No, not it. Okay. Yes, it's visible.
Okay. A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries and the audience, and welcome to the presentation. Firstly, I would like to thank BCIC for giving us great opportunity to share our sustainability journey. And what is sustainable development? The main focus is on a green economy, because to achieve a green economy, like what all contributes towards it: low carbon growth, resource efficiency, and social inclusivity. Today we'll be mainly focusing on these topics: environment sustainability goals, and environment social governance, and our credentials, and what are the initiatives we have taken to reduce carbon sustainability journey, and what are the policies we have set in sustainability policy, and United Nations goals, that is Sustainable Development Goals, and awards and recognitions towards sustainability and environment. A quick introduction. I would like to introduce like INDO-MIM. INDO-MIM was established in 1997. INDO-MIM has grown to be a global leader in MIM world. And we are the world largest manufacturer of metal injection molded parts, serving to the automotive, consumer, defense, aerospace, and medical industries. Today, INDO-MIM has achieved a leadership position in the field of MIM, providing precision making products to customers in more than 45 countries in the America, Europe, and Asia. And we have a fully integrated MIM parts producer with capabilities and proficiency in design, tooling, materials, and full range of finishing and assembly operation. And INDO-MIM is a fusion of 3 units spread over 1 million square feet, the world's largest installed capacity for metal injection molding, located in Bangalore, India, and the USA. As I mentioned, the first plant was established in 1997 and with for metal injection molding, and the second main plant was established during 2016. Later on, we also added investment casting facility, precision making, machining, and special process, and also medical MIM operation in 2012. We are supplying MIM products more than 650 customers globally, and we are shipping to 5 continents, and 200 million plus parts shipped annually. More than 2,000 employees are working in our organization. 85 plus material options are created, and 35 MPIF awards has been received. More than 8,000 MIM parts are like MIM different varieties of MIM parts are produced annually. We at INDO-MIM always strive towards protecting environment, which includes emission reduction and pollution prevention. Our objectives are focused towards conservation of natural resources and creating awareness among all the employees, sub-suppliers, suppliers, stakeholders, and also customers, like towards environment protection. We have our EOHS policy and energy policy, which is communicated to all the employees, customers, suppliers, and sub-suppliers. This is our sustainability policy. Here we are promotion of education, including special education and employment enhancing vocational skills, adopting a 5R concept to ensure sustainable future. The 5R is mainly focusing on refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and recovery. Whether this is related to waste management and wastewater treatment, and also like other implementations. Contribution towards sustainable development or society for the growth of global economy by contributing to eradicate hunger, poverty, and malnutrition, and also promoting preventive healthcare and sanitization, and making available safe drinking water. We are utilizing sustainable energy sources and thereby reducing carbon footprint. And also we are considering all UN sustainable development goals in our all business operations to achieve sustainable future. Also, these are our credentials towards aerospace, automobile, medical, and environment management system, that is ISO 14001 2015, quality management system, and clean room, health and safety, OSHA's 45001 2018, and GC mark for energy efficient. Here, one of the main objective is like GC mark energy efficient. We are using 96% of energy through green energy, that is solar, wind, and hydropower. And we are certified as a Blue Planet energy efficient company. This is our sustainable journey, like how we started monitoring the carbon emission data under scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3 emissions. And we mainly focus on utilizing renewable energy. Here we have taken many initiatives to reduce carbon emission compared to financial year 2018 and 20. Like we have reduced almost 95% of carbon emission. Here you can see during financial year 2018, it was 5,143 tons. And this year, 223 tons was achieved. Sustainability journey at INDO-MIM. Like what are the key factors of ESG, like how it is related to sustainability development. These are the key elements under sustainability, like environment, social, and governance. Under environment, like what are the factors involved? Like climate change strategy, like what are the strategies involved in this? Like how to measure carbon emission under scope 1, scope 2, and scope 2. And biodiversity, increasing green belt and inside the premises, and what are the species of plants we have planted in the premises. Based on that, assessments will be conducted. And water efficiency, it includes like water consumption, water saving, and wastewater discharge. Energy efficiency, here energy saving and energy consumption, and consumption of renewable energy. Carbon intensity, here like a monitoring of carbon emission under scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3. Environment system, here complying to all the legal compliances of environment related requirements. Under social, equal opportunities, freedom of associations, health and safety, human rights, customer and products responsibility, child labor. Under governance, business ethics, compliance, board independence, executive compensation, shareholder democracy. So these are the factors involved under sustainability. United Nations Summit released the Sustainable Development Goals in the year 2015, like how to plan for the future, like how to become sustainable future. SDG 30, it is a Sustainable Development Goal Agenda 30 was released in the year 2015. Like here, like all the 17 goals are covered, like what are the implementation we have to do, like how to follow the guidelines, and what are the mandatory initiatives we have to take up to ensure sustainable future. All the have been listed in the agenda. So we are also following same guidelines. I also request to follow everyone these guidelines. And what is sustainability reporting, and what is the way of reporting? Like what are the activities we are carrying out under sustainability? It is mainly disclosure and communication of environmental, social, and governance goals. This quality of report, like which reflects as a global reporting initiative. And business responsibility and sustainability report, it includes like waste management policies, reuse and recycling strategy, and what are the trainings we are conducting related to awareness, environment, and sustainability awareness trainings, employee welfare and benefits, accessible workplaces for the differently abled employees, and employee sensitization trainings on POSH and anti-corrupt practices, diversity practices in the boardroom, accountability towards the environment. Here majorly like water consumption, energy saving, energy consumption, as well as waste minimization. Fostering inclusive work environment and implement CSR activities. Like we all are contributing for social responsible activities. Only thing is we have to monitor, we have to measure, and we have to link to the sustainable development goals. Financial year 22-23 onwards, and the top companies in India will be mandatorily reporting out their business responsibility and sustainability report. And Securities and Exchange Board of India mandated that the top listed entities to file the business responsibility report based on the NVG principles, and extended the mandate of filing BRR to the top 500 listed entities in 2015, which got further extended to the top 1000 listed entities in 2019. This is about like how to report sustainability for an organization. This is our sustainability journey. We towards sustainable development by implementing 17 sustainable development goals in our all business operation, also fulfilling social and ecological responsibilities, which helps us in long-term economic success. We pursue long-term goals to the society and environment. Thus, the sense of the sustainability is deeply rooted in our company as a culture. We are also publishing sustainability reports from the current year and to describe the key indicators for the sustainability. Apart from the industry comparisons, we have been publishing our carbon disclosure projects report since 2020 globally. This is how we started our sustainability journey with link to all the SDGs. SDG 1, no poverty. We are contributing towards Deenabandhu Primary Education Trust and also providing midday meals. SDG 2, zero hunger. Providing midday meals at Akshaya Patra and Government School, Hebal, about 1,800 children. SDG 3, good health. We have donated oxygen concentrators to the hospitals during COVID-19 pandemic. We are conducting blood donation camps every year in the nearby villages and also inside the company. Health checkup for the village and also for all the employees has been conducting. SDG 3, good health. INDO-MIM has fully funded the establishment of the Chivukula wing, comprising laboratory and all the treatment facilities at Baptist Hospital. And the people who cannot afford for it, like they can take a free treatment. SDG 3, good health. INDO-MIM had associated with Asha Foundation, which was established in 1998 by Dr. Glory Alexander, and a few like-minded people stands for action, service, and hope for AIDS. SDG 4, quality education. Contribution towards Deenabandhu Primary School. SDG 5, gender equality. Equal salary, more opportunities to work in the shop floor, no restriction with respect to responsibilities between male and female employees. Under SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, we have water treatment plant, effluent treatment plant, zero liquid discharge plant, and also sewage treatment plant. We had participated in lake rejuvenation at Dodbalapura, the construction of school building, water tank at government schools. SDG 7, renewable energy. 96% of our energy consumption is through renewable sources, that is solar power, wind, and also hydropower. SDG 8, good jobs and economic growth. Job opportunities to all the employees and good economic growth. SDG 9, innovation and infrastructure. Industry 4.0 is implemented. Industry 4.0 is implemented to monitor the production online and to ensure paperless operations. Here, the overall product is linked to the IoT system, and we can also monitor production online. SDG 10, reduced inequalities. Equal salary, more opportunities to work in the shop floor, and no restrictions with respect to the responsibilities between male and female employees. SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. We have planted more than 5,000 plants with the different species in our premises, and now it has grown and become a mini forest. SDG 12, responsible consumption. Here we are considering water saving, energy saving, and waste minimization. SDG 13, climate action, renewable energy, waste minimization, and planting more saplings inside the premises. SDG 14, life below water, ecosystem restoration, pond creation in the mini forest, which is located in the DBP plant. SDG 15, life on land, providing good and safe work environment, ecosystem restoration, etc. And SDG 16, peace and justice, company standards are communicated to all the employees and ensuring equality. Works committee, POSH committees are formed to ensure employees' requirements. SDG 17, partnership for the goals, all the customers, stakeholders, suppliers, and employees' contribution. This is how we linked all the sustainability goals and what are the activities we are doing day-to-day activities. I request all of you to consider all the 17 UN goals and please try to link it and work on that. And some of the actions towards sustainable society under energy conservation, 100% renewable energy consumption, energy storage using different kinds of batteries, To ensure low carbon, set carbon emission reduction target in each and every year under scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3 emission. Industry and environment follow all sustainable development goals, resource conservation in energy, water consumption, and recycling, safety and sustainability, risk assessment methods, life cycle assessment for new technologies. Recently, one of the conference was held by United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. This was the 27th conference to follow sustainable development goals in a proper way. This conference was hosted by Government of Egypt in November 2022. And the outcome of the conference was made agreement towards loss and damage. This is mainly focusing on funding for vulnerable countries. The countries which are affected by natural disasters like climatic disasters, like fund will be like funding to those countries has been finalized. And a commitment of the conference like limit global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. This is the this year commitment. Action by countries: reduce greenhouse gas emissions. This is where we have to involve and we have to work on it to reduce the carbon emission. And also here I have also mentioned like a previous conference objective, like COP26, like Conference of Parties 26 was held in 2021 November. The main objective of the conference was gender equality and the empowerment of the women and girls in all the climate change process, and also like public awareness among all the people. And our methodology to reduce carbon emission. How to measure carbon emission? Like there is a tool, we call it as carbon footprint, like measure of greenhouse gases emission caused by organization. It is expressed as carbon emission. And also the emission which has adverse impact on the environment, particularly climate change. It relates to the amount of greenhouse gases produced in our day-to-day activities in an organization, event, product, or person through burning of fossil fuels for electricity, heating, land clearance, transportation, etc. It consists of three categories: scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3 emissions. This is how we monitor. And also the sources for carbon emissions are electricity, transport, fuel consumption, gas consumption. The offsets can be recycling and waste minimization, and also like renewable energy. How carbon emission is measured? As I mentioned, scope 1 carbon emission comes from sources that are directly from the site that is producing product by burning of fossil fuels for electricity or heat. Scope 2 emission, it is indirect emissions related to purchased electricity, heat, and steam used on site. Scope 3 emission, indirect emissions derived from the activities of the organization, but from sources which they do not own or control. Under scope 1 and scope 2, like we are carbon neutral since we are using natural resources, renewable energy. And scope 3, we are working on it in the current year. And what are the initiatives we have taken under scope 3 emissions? And initiatives towards monitoring of carbon emission from business travel, staff commute, by procuring electrical vehicles. And also this year, we're also working towards reduction in carbon emission under scope 3 also. About 70 to 80% of carbon emission reduction under scope 3 is the target. Waste disposal is indirect emission. It is indirect emission, like all the hazardous waste and other waste are being handed over to Karnataka State Pollution Control Board authorized recyclers, TSDF, and pre-processors. And recently, Central Pollution Control Board has released a guideline with respect to the plastic waste under extended producer responsibility. The plastic waste which is generated inside the industry has to be handed over to the original manufacturer for further recycling. That we call it as extended producer responsibility. Our way to reduce carbon emission. I would like to share our projects, like how the carbon emission was reduced. This is the one of the major project where we completely shifted over conventional energy and to improve the air quality, public health, and greenhouse gas reductions. Here, what we have done is like we have collected all the energy consumption data for the previous years, and we calculated the required maximum demand. And trials have been taken by the replacing the conventional energy by means of solar and wind, and benefits were monitored. 96% of our energy consumed is through green energy, renewable energy. That is monthly, like our energy consumption is 50 lakhs kilowatt unit. Overall, the carbon reduction was achieved 65,255 tons. Here, if you see in the 2018, the KEB power, IEX power was high, and the green energy consumption was less. And the 21, our green energy has gone up, and DG to 0%. And I also request all try to monitor the energy consumption in your respective areas, and wherever you can take up as a project, and you can monitor the energy consumption. And if you find any increase in energy consumption, you can take it as a management level objective and work on that. Try to compare with the previous and after the implementation the data, and then you'll be able to calculate how much carbon emission is reduced. So this is one of the project we have done to reduce the carbon emission. Optimization of DG set utilization through PLC automation. Here synchronizing two DG sets, thereby running with one DG set. What you have done here is automated to synchronize DG1 and DG2, and to reduce the diesel consumption and reduction of carbon emission. Here from this project we have reduced diesel consumption from 631 liters to 105 liters. This is the comparison from the 2018, 19 and 21. And also it is indirectly helped us to reduce the carbon emission. From in the 2018, it was 5,144 tons. And if you see the trend is like in the 2021, it is 324 tons. So this is how we can monitor from the each and every project, how like carbon emission can be monitored. And this is one of the energy saving project. Here, like compressed air by incorporating eco drain valve instead of auto drain valve. The main objective of this project was to reduction of air purge loss in the reservoir condensed water by modifying the existing time-based auto drain valves to eco drain valves. By implementing the eco drain valve, it will exhaust the condensate water automatically and helps in achieving zero air purge loss. From this project, like reduction of 75% of energy compared to the status before the project. This is the energy consumption trend. In the 2018, it was 1.6 million IN cost, and in the 2020, now it is constant, it is reduced. Reducing carbon emission from debinding boiler by converting high-speed diesel fuel to LPG, liquid petroleum gas. This is where we can completely eliminate the carbon emission. For example, ISD is contributing more emission to the atmosphere compared to LPG. The project objective was a reduction of boiler carbon emission by modifying the existing fuel from HSD to LPG. The greenhouse gas footprint of LPG is relatively small as compared to other fuels in terms of total emissions and emissions per unit of energy consumed. HSD has to be converted. Yeah, the action was to convert HSD to LPG. And from this project, 50% of carbon emission was reduced. The trend of the carbon emission in the 2020 year, if you see, like 615 tons of carbon emissions was up. The year 2021, 307 tons of carbon emissions was observed. Other initiatives to reduce the carbon emission. Daylights installed at furnace shop floor to improve the light in daytime and reduction of electrical power. motion sensor control implemented across the plant to minimize the consumption of electrical power. Like wherever we can identify, and we can also reduce the energy consumption. So these are all some of the initiatives we have taken for energy saving. LED lights provided across the plant for energy saving. Power factor improved from 0.8 to 0.98 to avoid indirect loss by introducing adequate APFC panel. Automatic cutoff at 2 minutes of idle time. This is one of the project we have implemented in the molding department. In front of the machine, if the operator is not there, the motor automatically it gets cut off. And when he comes back, the machine will be switched off. Or manually, the operator has to start the machine. This is where we can also save the energy even in the absence of the operator. And all the machines are linked with IoT system. Electric motors are controlled with the VFD and drive controllers for better energy saving. We are also planning for sea shipments instead of air shipments, and thereby we can reduce carbon emission. Company buses are provided for all the employees to reduce emissions from individual vehicles. Energy monitoring system implemented in furnaces, that is LoRaWAN-based 3-phase energy meters. Here, the energy meter gives specific energy consumption pattern and identifies if any energy leakages are there. The energy saving percentage will be displayed on the dashboard and through the network gateway. And if any energy leakages are there, we get an alarm, so immediately we can attend to it. Encouraging employees to practice carpooling. Eliminating plastic in our industry, and we are also following extended producer responsibility. The packaging material which we receive with the materials we are handing over to the EPR authorized recyclers, and we are following refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and recovery in our all business operations. Reusing recycled packing covers. And as per the recent CPCB guidelines, I mentioned that packaging covers has to be more than 75 microns. This is as per the latest guidelines, and it should be recyclable. Here you can see it is more than 75 microns and recyclable. Reusing packing wood to store parts and tools. We are storing tools by utilizing the wooden waste. We are making it into a storage furniture, and we are storing the tools here. Eliminating plastic shoe covers and using cloth covers in one of the shop floor. These are the some of the initiatives where we can look, and we can take up things, and also we can monitor carbon emission. And these are the small things, but small things will contribute to emission. So we can identify all those things, and we can work on that. Wastewater recycling strategy, industrial effluent recycling, rainwater harvesting system, domestic sewage recycling, zero liquid discharge plant. Industrial effluents are treated in 100 KLD capacity of effluent treatment plant, consists of ultrafiltration, reverse osmosis, and deionization plant. Here we are treating in a day 80 kiloliters of water, and we are sending back to the process for reuse. And also the reject which is generating from the RO system, we are taking for further treatment for zero liquid discharge plant. This is the advanced technology which we have implemented to maximize the water recovery, and which removes many environmental issues. A zero liquid discharge system employs advanced vacuum distillation technology, and the treated water from this system we are using back in the process. And this is the continual operation 24/7, we are operating the plant. And sewage treatment plant, we are having 200 KLD capacity plant. The sewage generated inside the premises is being treated with MBR technology sewage treatment plant. The treated water is sent for further treatment to softener plant. After the treatment, the treated water is used for cooling towers. In a day, 0.15 million liters of water is being used for cooling towers. from the STP treated water. And we are also using this water for gardening, flushing. In rainwater harvesting system, the rainwater is collected from the roof and sent to micron filters for tertiary treatment. The treated water is used for domestic purpose. Here, what outcome of this is we can also become water positive. We can use this water for domestic purpose, and the water which is lost during the rain on the stormwater drains or on the roads, these are all collected in the recharge speeds. And we have provided 32 recharge speeds in our premises to increase the groundwater table. Waste management. We are practicing segregation of waste at the source itself. For the segregation of waste, like we have identified different colored dustbins for each waste. For example, for hazardous waste, red color dustbin, and non-biodegradable waste, that is blue color, and biodegradable, which is non-hazardous, for green color. This is here. If you see the waste minimization, we can observe all the waste generation data, like hazardous waste generation, and where we have sent finally. Like we have sent for recycling and for secure landfilling, energy recovery, and reprocessing. Compared to 2008, 2019 to 21, here you can see like a reduction in the waste generation. In the 2019, it was 41% hazardous waste generation. 2020, it was 31%, and 2021, it is 28%. So this is how like we can reduce the generation of hazardous waste and other waste also. Increase green belt to reduce carbon emission. We have implemented medicinal garden by planting different varieties of medicinal plants inside the premises. And we are carrying out plantation activity inside the premises to increase the green belt. This year we planted 200 saplings in our premises. In May 2020, the team came up with an idea like of creating mini forest within the factory to offset the carbon emission. In this mini forest, we have created more than 5,000 saplings planted inside the premises, which is covering an area of 12.7 k square feet area. Now it has become into a mini forest and helps us to offset the carbon footprint. Progressively, the area is developed with rich micro and macrofauna. Out of this, we have reduced 110 metric tons of carbon emission annually. Awards and recognitions towards the sustainability. GC Mark competence for the sustainability, a Blue Planet Energy Efficient Company, marching towards net zero CO2 emission award from Bosch Limited in the year 2021, water sustainability year 2021. And also one of our customer, Endres and Hauser, Sustainability and Beyond Award for the year 2022. This we received from one of our customer. And our goal is to become carbon neutral by the year 2025. I'd like to take you through our sustainability report of 2021. So what are the things has to be incorporated in the sustainability report? Just briefly explain. Certifications for EOHS and energy. For example, like we are certified for environment and safety under ISO 14001 and ISO 45001. We got certified for environment management system and as well as OSHA's. First, we should have a goal to become a sustainable future, and also our commitment, ensuring all SDG goals in all its business operations and all stakeholders at large. Sorry, there was some issue. This is our sustainability report. And our commitment. Sustainability journey consisting of environment, social, and governance factors.
Still not sharing. Yeah, you share, please.
Yeah, please. I hope now you are able to see the screen.
Yes, now it's visible.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. This is our sustainability report and our commitment and our sustainability journey, actually considering the environment, social, and governance, and what are the initiatives we have taken. I explained. And we should have a scope to achieve sustainability, and also like targets for energy consumption. And our methodologies for systematic implementation was water saving, energy saving, and reduction in carbon emission. Their energy consumption, we are committed to utilizing 100% renewable energy, and right now 96% of our energy is through renewable energy. I request all please go ahead and work on renewable energy. Try to monitor the energy consumption in all the areas, and identify in which area the energy consumption is going up, and take it as a project and work on that, and to become carbon neutral. We have set target to say energy saving as 20%. Solar energy is contributing 48%, and wind energy is 34%. The lighting management system in the shop floor, we have installed LED lights for better energy saving. Water management, as I mentioned, we have water treatment plants as well as rainwater harvesting facility. The green building, daylight system, LED lights, and also energy monitoring systems. Ecological sustainability, we are increasing green belt inside the premises. The emission to air, we are monitoring each and every source of the air pollution by implementing air pollution control equipments. The water pollutions, I mentioned, all the treatment plants are there, and the treated water is being reused inside the premises. The hazardous waste management system, here we are sending for recycling, landfilling, and incineration. The solid waste management. Training and education. Here, we have to give awareness training for employees and suppliers on sustainability as well as environment and safety. Occupational health and safety. As part of our sustainability, we plan to reinforce our EHS and sustainability policy, and with a view to ensuring a safe work environment with sharply defined safety practices, geared towards no work-related accidents, injuries, and illness. So this is our sustainability report. I request all of you to incorporate all the initiatives what you are doing day-to-day activities.
Shwetha, thank you. There are
If you
few
have any
questions.
questions, yes.
Yes, there are few questions in the chat box. Mr. Karnan wants to know, can you share in depth how you have achieved 96% on renewable energy?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'll just show. Firstly, thank you for the question. Here, you can see in the 2018 and 19, we were using KAB power and IEX power. Now I said like completely we are consuming energy through a captive power, that is solar, wind, and hydropower. This is the contribution of green energy in the year 2021. The captive power we are withdrawing from grid to our substation. From there, like it is distributing to all the production. So this is how our renewable consumption, energy consumption is.
The next question is from Mr. Vijay Kumar. How are
Yes.
you measuring and curbing down scope 3 emissions? What was the challenges encountered and how you were able to overcome?
Presently, scope 3 we are working on, as I mentioned. Because under scope 1 and scope 2, I mentioned we are carbon neutral. Under scope 3, we have taken many initiatives. This is our target. We have set our target to reduce the 70 to 80% of carbon emissions. We are working on it. Like we are trying to monitor like what is the business travel and staff commute, and also we are committed to replace all the vehicles by electrical vehicles. And also we'll monitor what is the consumption of the fuel. Like right now we are monitoring what is the consumption of fuel, like how much is the kilometer, like how much kilometers it is traveling. Still now we are not concluded under scope 3, we are working on it.
How big is your
Next
EHS
question.
sustainability team? How is the organization structure?
Organization structure for EHS.
Yes,
We have
EHS.
we have EHS team inclusive of 4 engineers and leading by plant head, and like a safety officer, environment officer, and also safety and environment coordinator. And also we have from health center our doctor. Next question, please.
Yes, how have you achieved ZLD? Can we see the water balance, please?
Yes, ma'am. Zero liquid discharge plant, right now we are recovering completely the reject which is coming out of the ETP plant. After the treatment, completely, it is a 20 KLD capacity. We are running 24/7. Out of this, 18%, 18 kiloliters of water as a treated water, and remaining 2% will be the reject. The reject will go again to the rotary dryer, where we completely dry using electricity, and powder which will be sent with the ETP sludge for secured landfilling. Next question, please.
For afforestation, how many trees is equal to 1 ton of CO2 offset? Which standard do you follow?
Yeah. Which is 5 years old, we are considering 10 metric tons of carbon emission. Sorry, 10 kgs of carbon emission from each plant, which is 5 years old. Next question.
Have you assessed water and carbon footprint of your products?
Yes, we have assessed. We have a calculation chart for that. Yeah, I'll show you the table. I'll show you the calculation how we have made it. You can see the screen. This is how we monitor scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3 emissions, considering the heat conversion factors. For example, under scope 1, what is the consumption of diesel in the year 2018, 19, 20, 21? The conversion factor considering 2018 and 19, it is 0.002660. This is the conversion factor to convert as an emission. Out of this, like 1,133.86 tons of carbon emission. This is how we calculate the carbon emission in considering all scopes, like scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3. Next question, please.
That's all the questions. Dr. Devarajan, do you have any questions, sir, or Mr. Vishwas?
No, I think it was a very well articulated presentation. Thank you, Shwetha. And we all know that INDO-MIM has done a fantastic job in your initiatives. I hope, I definitely know that you have all the details in this. You had a very short overall summary you gave, very good presentation. And we look forward for this. And a lot of learnings is coming up. I think probably our team will have more questions to you to learn, especially the calculation, especially the way in which the progress has been done. Because it's a continuous journey. Sustainability is a continuous journey. And thank you very much for your excellent presentation. We look forward for your further interaction with you. And our team members will have more questions to you on the way of calculation, the way of understanding. And I hope INDO-MIM will be able to share this also. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you.
The most challenging thing which we found was on the scope 3. Even in our company, we're not able to get into the scope 3 yet. Still in the scope 1 and scope 2. And there is a big challenge on who are the users, who are the customers, what are they using it. And that is becoming a big challenge for us also. We understand that. Yes. And second thing is, especially on the solar and wind energy, a lot of interaction has to be required, whether we invest or we get the sources done from outside. A lot of continuous work has to be done. Definitely water.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you've done a fantastic job. Only one point I had was, do you still have landfill? Because normally we try to avoid landfill now to make it zero discharge completely. I'm sure that you will have your own plans to reduce the landfill and ensure that it is circular economy and getting back.
Okay,
yeah, otherwise, thank you very much for the excellent presentation, Shwetha. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot for giving us opportunity.
Yeah.
Mr. Varghese?
Yeah, yes, hello. This is Shino from Toyota Kirloskar. Thank you very much, Shwetha, for a wonderful explanation. I think it covered most of the points. And I just had one query on the afforestation front. I think this is something that everyone is going to struggle with to come out and say how many trees are going to be equivalent to an offset of 1 ton of CO2. Are you following the UN protocol, or what is the protocol that you're following?
Sir, like we are considering based on the age of the tree, because if the age of the tree is 5 years, which like helps us to reduce carbon emission of about 10 kgs. So based on that, like we are calculating.
Okay, okay. Usually the thumb rule is something like 40 to 42 trees is the equivalent of 1 ton of CO2 offset per year. Is that the same standard
Yeah.
or?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it depends on the age of the tree. If
True.
it is 10 years old, there will be some separate contribution, whether it might be 20 tons, 30 tons of carbon emission. Sorry, 20 kg, 30 kg of carbon emission reduction from that each plant. So depending on the age of the tree, we can say.
Yeah, and so which standard do you follow to arrive at this? If
It is no, it is not like a specific. There is no any specific standard by government or like government organization. Yeah,
Okay,
it's a thumb rule.
okay, understood. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
As there are no more questions, we will conclude the session. Thank you very much, Shwetha and Mr. Hilson and your team members for this wonderful presentation. We look forward to have many more sessions in the future as well. Thank you once again to INDO-MIM for this session. And thanks all the participants for making it convenient to attend the session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you all.
Thank
Thank you.
you.